Hey guys, Eric here. So today we are going to be installing some plate lights and some headlights. So these are what the plate lights look like. We're replacing the yellow dingy light. And then as for the front, we're replacing the yellow lights that are inside to some bright LEDs, which are these guys right here. So without any further ado, let's jump into removing the front headlights here. To get started, locate the screw holes, or locate the screws. They're in there, right in between. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. You have a total of 2. And then once you undo it, the headlight assembly comes out. You're going to need either a hex key or a 10 mil. Sorry, I haven't replaced the high beams or low beams in a little bit, so a little rusty here. So these are before. So that was before. I just wanted to bring up, you do have 2 more 10 mils right in after you open the hood. Once all 3 screws are removed, and you remove this clip here, the headlight comes out. And just like that, your headlight comes out. Now you gotta undo all the connectors. Well, once you have all the old bulbs off, you can now reinstall everything, which is what I did right there. I just have to install this one and pop it all back on. Now once your headlight assembly is put back into place, you're now going to take the 3 screws that you took out, which are these guys right here, and you're just going to reinstall them all back in. And don't forget your little plastic star here too, pop that in place. And just like that, the old bulb is out, the new bulb's in, and it looks a lot brighter. Now let's move on to the other side and then do the plates. So just remember, like I said last time, you have 2 bolts here that are 10 mil, and then you got one, it's very hard to see, you got one hiding right here, right there. So I just wanted to show you guys here. So you have the bulb housing sitting right here, you have this plastic that you twist, and then the bulb itself pops out, and then you got a clip to undo to get the bulb out. So let me kind of show you here. So let's move this guy kind of out of the way. You can use two fingers for this, which that was hot, my bad. And then the guy just pops right off. And then with this guy here, you twist, pop this off, pull down your headlight assembly, try and find the right groove that this fits into, which might take a couple minutes to find because you have to get it into these grooves on the side. Pop that in place, and then you take this guy and you try and find the sweet spot to get it locked in. Make sure you get all 3 sides in. Just like that. And then you pop the bulb in. And then you insert it. Make sure the cord's out of the way. And then you twist to make sure it locks in place. And then you take the other bulb and you put it back into the socket. You flip it upside down. Just kidding, guys, you don't flip it upside down. Just kind of make sure everything goes back into place. Just like that. And then you add your screws back into it. And just like that, your front headlights are going to be a big pain to someone on the highway. But it's just that easy, guys, to replace the front headlights. I would like to try and get this gap put back up if I can. And I did also want to answer one of your guys' questions, because you guys did end up messaging me, well, commented, and you guys were saying switch out this panel, which is the door lock. I did that already. This is the other one, but I'll show you here. Clicking the button, I got nothing. Here's the other one. I'm going to pop this one out from where everything connects, and I'll show you that even with switching it out, because this came off of Amazon, that it's not working still. I got nothing, guys. So what my guess is it's going to be something to do with the door latch, because when I looked at all the wiring in between the boots on all four doors have all their wires have been tapped. What I mean is all the wires have been tapped into, and I guess the previous owner had done that before, which I guess wasn't the wiring. So I'm guessing it's going to be something to do with the guy right here that's causing all the issues. But to track it down, my local scrapyard here in Manitoba does not have any of these latches, because when those trucks come in to the, oops, sorry guys. So when these trucks come into the scrapyard, we have a lot of scavengers who come in to basically raid all the parts right away. So I haven't had a chance to really find any decent parts. So if you guys have any and you want to ship them over to me, I'd be more than willing to take them, or even give you guys some money for them. But now that the front headlights are now done, I'm going to swap over to the back, and I'm going to show you guys how to remove the plate lights to be able to change them out for the aftermarket here. So let me grab everything and move to the back. Okay, so here we are. We officially made it to the back. If you were to crawl underneath, you'll be able to see where it is. You have a little tab that has to be removed, and then the whole thing comes forward. So this is the little tab I was telling you about. Once you pull that, your light gets released just enough so you can come back in from the back and twist it out. Just like that. And now we have to remove the bulb because we're not going to be using it. So the little plug right here, this is what we're going to be using to connect to this plug right here. So all we do is we take it, we put it in place. Dang bugs. We drop everything down. Alright, we'll get out of my way. Take this clip and put it back on. There we go. New plate light's now on. Now let's move on to this side and get it switched over. Pop this out. Come to the back. Pop that out. Pull the bulb off. Put this piece put that piece in place. Tuck everything up so it'll fit. Twist it up. Put that down. Drop everything in place. Grab your clip again. I gotta pop that one back off to fix it. And just like that, both of the back plate lights are now working. You can now take these guys and you can toss them in the trash. So now with that being said and done, we're done with two of the new, I'm going to call them modifications because they are aftermarket parts. The front headlights and the rear plate lights. Now the next thing to get done are these guys. No, not these guys. What's underneath it. This box right here, which are the upper and lower control arms, the sway bar links, which definitely need to be done because the driver's side is missing it. So in the next video here, I'm going to be installing some of these parts on both sides. So definitely stay tuned with everything on this channel, guys. Actually, before we end this video fully, my friend here wanted me to change out her passenger headlight because she has LED. So let's go and do that. So this is a GMC, and underneath in the back here, you have this little spinny bobber, not sure of the name, and a T20 to pull off. Once you have those off, there's a cap inside that you turn and it releases for the bulb. Let me get this off and I'll show you what I mean. So after removing the cover there from that spot, this is the other cap that holds the bulb in place. This is the cap I was talking about. And this bulb right here is an H11, which is what we are replacing with an LED version. This is the H11 LED. Has a cooling fan on the inside. So let's go and install this and see how the lights look. That's the hole that I have to go into to put this bulb in place. Now let's try and put on this pesky cap because the cap is one of the harder ones to put on. Actually, that was pretty easy. Now we're going to put on the last cap. Actually, I did have to rotate that cap a couple times because I had it in the wrong spot, as you guys are going to see right here. And then let's do this. Let's put the screw back in and go look at the lights. Okay, so we now have that screw back in place. Now let's go look at the front headlights. I'm actually not sure how much you're going to be able to see, but let's see what happens. Here's the driver's side, and here's the passenger side. Sorry, I'm getting eaten by bugs. But like I was saying, if you guys are not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell notification so you can get notified every time I do upload a new video. And it will be with this Ram here. This 2004 Dodge Ram, because we got lots to figure out and little time to do it. So stay tuned. Hope you guys are enjoying the content. Also, I am looking for a driver's door. Mine has a rust hole. And like I said, my local scrapyard here in Manitoba does not have any of these trucks in stock. And if they did, they're already stripped. So